10-4 train from Woodlawn to Utica calling in for radio check.
(2010-4) Woodlawn to New Lots Avenue. Radio checks loud and clear.
10-4.
This is the 2095 train from Dyer Avenue to Flatbush, radio check.
2095 Eastchester Dyer to Flatbush. Radio checks loud and clear. You can depart Eastchester Dyer. Next callback Morris Park.
Copy, Morris Park.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
(2010-4) train from Woodlawn to New Lots Avenue is ready to depart Woodlawn.
2010-4 you had line up out of Woodlawn. Next callback Bedford Park Boulevard.
10-4 Bedford Park closing in.
1957-2 train Bronx Park East.
1957-2 Bronx Park East. That is a copy of local line. Your next callback is your next stop, East 180.
East 180.
6 is at Hunts Point.
346 Hunts Point Avenue, that is a copy. Next callback, 3rd Avenue, 138.
4.
This is Baychester Avenue. This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Gun Hill Road.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
train, East 180th Street.
H372 East 180th, that is a copy. Next callback, Simpson.
This is
Simpson.
Gun Hill Road.
Only on
This
I-5
is a
in Michigan, callback of Morris
Manhattan-bound 5
Park,
local
the full line
train
to
via
East
the 7th
180th.
Avenue line. The next
Copy.
stop is Pelham Parkway.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2010 train is calling back at Bedford Park Boulevard.
2010 Bedford Park Boulevard, that is a copy. Next call back Burnside.
10-4 Burnside, closing it.
This is Pelham Parkway.
Transfer is available to the BX12 Select Bus Service.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Morris Park.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Train Dara Avenue to Flatbush Avenue, calling it for radio check.
2017-5 East Chester Dyer, Flatbush, radio
This
check loud and
is
clear.
Morris Park.
Calling in Gun Hill Road for the 2008 to Flatbush.
28-2 Gun Hill, that is a copy. Next call back is Bronx Park East.
Copy.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is East 180th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Requesting line up out of Dyer Avenue.
2017-5, you have the line out of East Chester Dyer. Next call back Morris Park.
Morris Park.
2010 Ford train's calling back at Burnside Avenue.
2010 Ford Burnside, that is a copy. Next callback is 149 Grand Concourse.
M4149 closing down.
246 is at 3rd Avenue 138.
246 3rd Avenue 138, that is a copy. Next callback is next stop 125.
1957 2 train is at Simpson.
372 Simpson, that is a copy. Next callback will be 149 Grand Concourse.
149th and Concord.
This is East 180th Street. Transfer is available to the 2 train. This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is West Farms Square, East Tremont Avenue.
95 East 180th, that is a copy. Next callback Simpson.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
.4.6 is at 125.
346 125, that is a copy. Push for local line. Next callback 86.
And 4.
This is West Farms Square, East Tremont Avenue.
As you exit, please be careful of the gap between the platform and the train.
Calling back at
Transfer to
Bronx
the
Park East to the
Q44
2008
Select Bus Service.
2082 Bronx Park East, that is a copy. Next callback is your next stop, East 180th.
Copy that.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is 174th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Freeman Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
The 2017-5 train is Morris Park.
17-5 Morris Park, it's a copy can hold there. It's 2 train cars front of you to East 180th.
Copy.
$20.02 is East 180th Street.
2 East 180th, that is a copy. Next call back Freeman.
Gap for Freeman Street.
17-5, made a park Morris Park. Next call back East 180th.
East 180th.
This is Freeman Street.
As you exit, please be careful of the gap between the platform and the train.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Simpson Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
$1957 train at 149 Grand Concourse.
NP72 149 Direct Concourse, that is a copy for 7th Avenue line. The next call back is next stop 135.
This is
35th
an
Street.
accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform. This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Intervale
5
Avenue.
Simpson has a copy. Next call back will be Jackson Avenue.
Copy, Jackson.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
$20.10 train is out 149 Grand Concourse.
2010-4 149 Grand Concourse, that is a copy. Next call back 125.
Import 125, closing now.
This is Intervale Avenue.
Transfer to the DX6 Select Bus Service.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Prospect Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
$2017-5 train, East 180th Street.
17-5 East 180th, that is a copy. Next call back 174th.
174.
1954-6 is at 86.
54-6, 86, that's a copy. Next call back 59.
On 4.
$157-2 train, 135th Street.
372-135, that is a copy. Next call back 96.
96.
$20.02 is at Freeman Street.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line.
02 Freeman, that is a copy. Next call back Prospect
Jackson
Avenue.
Copy that.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Line 17-5, you can disregard and call back to 174. You're clear to Simpson.
Simpson Street.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is 3rd Avenue,
Jackson, that's a copy. Next call back
149th
149 Grand Concourse.
Copy 149.
Stand clear of the
2010
closing
4 train,
doors,
125th.
Street. 125 to 2010-4, that is a copy. Push for express line. Next call back 86.
10-4-86, closing now.
This is 3rd Avenue, 149th Street. Transfer is available to the 2 train.
Transfer to the BX41 Select Bus Service.
This is a Manhattan-bound 5 local train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is 149th Street, Grand Concourse.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
$1954-6 is at 59.
346-59, that is a copy. Next call back Grand Central 47.
On 4.
Prospect Avenue for the 2002.
2082 Prospect, that is a copy. Next callback is 3rd Avenue 149.
Copy that.
This is 149th Street, Grand Concourse. Transfer is available to the 2 and 4 trains.
.2034 train Woodlawn to New Loss Avenue. Radio check.
2034 Fort Woodlawn, New Lots, radio checks loud and clear. You
This
depart
is a
Woodlawn, next callback
Manhattan-bound
Bedford Park
5 local
Boulevard.
trains via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is 135th Street.
2009 train, 149 Grand Concourse.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
295 149 Grand Concourse, that is a copy. Be advised, due to a general order, you're going via 7th Avenue. Next callback will be your next stop, 135.
Copy 135. 2017 5 train, Simpson Street.
175 Simpson, that is a copy. Next callback, Jackson Avenue.
Jackson Avenue.
.2082, there's another callback to 3rd Avenue 149. Clear to 149 Grand Concourse.
.2010 train calling back 86.
10 486, that is a copy. Next callback, Grand Central 42nd.
And 4 Grand Central.
.54.6 is that Grand Central.
54-6 Grand Central 42nd, that is a copy. Next callback, 14th Street Union Square.
4.
This is 135th Street. Transfer is available to the 2 and 3 trains. This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is
095 135, that is a
125th
copy.
Street.
Next callback, 96.
Copy 96.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Third Ave 149. For the 2002.
382 Fifth Avenue. Go back to your next stop, 149 Grand Concourse.
Copy.
.1957 2 train, 96 Street, second Music Broadway.
72 96, that's a copy. Next callback, 72nd.
72nd.
17-5 Jackson Avenue.
175 Jackson, that is a copy. Next
This
callback,
is
your next stop, 3rd Avenue 149.
125th Street.
Third Ave 149.
Transfer is available to the
2034 train
M60 Select
Bedford
Bus Service to LaGuardia Airport.
24-4 Bedford Park Boulevard, it's a copy. Next callback, Burnside Avenue.
Burnside.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is 116th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Calling back at 149 Grand Concourse for the 2002.
2082 at 149 Grand Concourse, that is a copy. Next call back at 135.
Copy.
2017-5, you can disregard call back at 3rd Avenue, you're clear 149 Grand Concourse.
Copy.
This is 116th Street.
(2010) train, Grand Central.
2010-4 Grand Central 42nd, that is a copy. Next call back to your next stop, 14th Street, Union Square.
And for Union goes in.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Central Park North, 110th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Central Park North, 110th Street.
And 54-6 is at Union Square.
This is a
57T train,
Brooklyn-bound
72nd.
5 express train via the 7th
Before
Avenue
6
line. The
at
next
Union
stop
Square, that is a copy. You can hold for
96th
connection with
Street.
the 2010-4 train.
4.
2017 5 train.
1957-2. 57-2, 72nd. Next call back, Times Square 42nd.
Times Square.
The 2017-5 at 149 Grand Concourse. Gonna hold you there for 45 seconds for spacing.
Copy.
One 135 for the 082.
The 2135, that is a copy. Next call back 110th.
Copy.
Okay, 2017 5149 Grand Concourse may depart. Be advised, due general order, you're going to be at 7th Avenue. Your next call back to your next stop, 135.
135.
(2010) train, Union Square.
10-4 Union Square to Cobb connects to Flatbush with the 1954-6. Both trains may close down. Both trains' next callback is Brooklyn Ridge City Hall.
10-4 Brooklyn is closing down.
1957 to be advised, I'm updating your callback to 34th Street, Penn Station.
Penn Station for the 57-2.
This is 96th Street.
Transfer is available to the
57-2 correct,
1
34th.
train.
Copy.
Twenty 34-4 train at Burnside Avenue.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue
34-4
line.
Burnside's copy. Next callback, 149 Grand Concourse.
195 train 96th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
195 96, that is a copy. Next callback, 72nd.
Copy, 72nd. 2017 5 135.
135 for the 2017 5, that is a copy. Next callback is 116.
116.
Is my callback 110?
082, yes, 110.
Alright, got it. Tenth Street Malcolm X Plaza for the 20082.
57-2 Penn Station.
The 2082 90 at 110th, your next callback's 96.
Copy that.
2010 train is at
34th, next callback will be 14th Street.
Yeah, 14th and 7th.
2010-4, you're calling at Brooklyn Bridge?
Yes, sir. Brooklyn Bridge for the
2010's
2010.
copy. Next callback is Wall Street.
Down for a wall.
This is 72nd Street.
Transfer is available to the 1 train.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5
This is
express
the
train via the
2095
7th
train.
Avenue line. The
72nd.
next stop is Times Square, 42nd Street.
72nd for the 2009-5, that is a copy. Next callback, 34th Street, Penn
Stand
Station.
clear of the closing doors, please.
17 5 is 116th.
17-5, 116th, that is a copy. Proceed to your next stop, 110th.
110.
Entering 14th Street.
14th Street for the 1957-2, that is a copy. Next callback, Chamber.
Chambers.
2017 5 train is at Central Park North on that street.
17-5, 1/10, that is a copy. When holding there to get confirmation train in front of you is reaching 96.
Copy.
1954-6 is at Brooklyn Bridge.
54-6, Brooklyn Bridge southbound, that is a copy. You can discharge your passenger, take a train to the loop, call back at Brooklyn Bridge northbound.
Time 4.
RCC, this is the 2010 4 train. We're calling back at Wall Street. We see track lights in the area and track barricades with special instructions for this train.
2010-4 Wall Street, that is a copy. Be advised, you are wrong railing from Wall Street to outside of Nevins. You're going to proceed at no more than 15 miles per hour between Wall Street and Bowling Green. Your next callback will be Bowling Green.
10-4, closing now.
20082 is in 96th Street.
Unit 296, that is a copy. Next callback, 72nd.
Copy.
2017-5, you have permission to proceed out of 1/10. Next callback, 96.
96th Street.
This is Times Square, 42nd Street.
Transfer is available to the 1, 7, A, C, E, N, Q, R, and W trains. Transfer is available to the shuttle to Grand Central. Connection is available to the Port Authority bus terminal.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line.
The next stop is 34th Street, Penn Station.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Twenty 10-4, calling back Bowling Green.
That's at Fort Bowling Green, track 3, that is a copy. Be advised, you have permission to proceed up to 30 miles per hour in the tunnels to Borough Hall. Your next callback will be Borough Hall.
10-4, Borough Hall, closing now.
This is 34th Street, Penn Station.
Transfer is available to the M34 Select Bus Service. Connection is available to the Long Island Railroad, New Jersey Transit, and Amtrak.
1957-2 train is at Chambers Street.
72 Chambers, that is a copy. Next callback, Wall Street.
Via the 7th
Wall
Avenue
Street.
line.
The next stop is 14th Street.
3095 at Penn Station, that is a copy. Next callback, 14th
Stand
Street.
clear of the closing doors, please.
$1954.6 is at Brooklyn Bridge northbound.
54-6 Brooklyn Bridge northbound, that is a copy. Reload, let me know when you're ready to head back up.
Time 4.
$20082 is the 72nd Street.
272 that is a copy. Next callback is 34th Street, Penn Station.
Copy that.
5 train, 96th Street.
I-725, it's a copy. Next call back, 72nd.
72nd.
2034 4 train R149 Grand Concourse.
14th Street.
Transfer is available to
119
the
Grand Concourse with the 2034 4 that is a copy. Next call back, 125.
trains. Connection is available to PATH trains.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Chambers Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
On 14th Street, that is a copy. Next call back, Chambers.
'57 2 train, Wall Street.
And 2010 4 train at Borough Hall.
Wall Street for the 57-2, that is a copy. Next call back, Clark Street.
Clark Street.
2010 4 at Borough Hall, that is a copy. You're going to hold there for 3 minutes due to general order.
10-4.
Team 5 train, 72nd Street.
17-5 and 72nd, that is a copy. Next call back, Times Square, 42nd.
Copy, Times Square.
Twenty 4 train at 125th.
This is Chambers Street.
125th for the 2034 4, that is a copy. Next call back, 86.
86.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Park Place.
Chambers Street for the 2009-5, that is a copy. Next call back, Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
'34th Street, Penn Station for the 2008
2082 Penn Station, that is a copy. Next call back, 14th Street.
Copy that.
2017-5, there's a guy call back at Times Square. You call back to 34th Street, Penn Station.
That station.
(1957) 2 train is at Clark Street.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line.
372 Clark, that is a copy. Next call back, Nevins.
Nevins.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Only 10-4 holding at Borough Hall. Thank you for your patience and may proceed out. You have a 10-mile-per-hour speed restriction while you are remaining on track 3. When you switch back to track 2, you may resume normal speed. Next callback is Nevins, track 2.
10-4 Nevins, track 2, closing now.
This is Fulton Street.
2034
Transfer is
train,
available to the
near 110th Street. I have some flagging. What's my speed restriction?
Connection is available to pass.
34-4, you proceed at 10 miles per hour until you see the green flagging.
Copy that.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Fourteenth Street for the 082.
214th, that is a copy. Next callback, Chambered.
Copy.
This is Wall Street.
21036 way to depart Brooklyn Bridge.
2103 at Brooklyn Bridge, you may depart. Next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
Time 4.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 5 express train via the 7th Avenue line. The next stop is Clark Street.
195 Wall Street, that is a copy. Next callback, Clark.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
(2017) 5 train 34th Street, Penn Station.
For 2017-5, that is a copy. Next callback, 14th Street.
14th Street.
(2010-4 train, calling back in Nevins.
Fort Nevins, that is a copy. You can hold the connection with the 57-2.
10-4.
2034 train at 86th Street.
Before 486, that is a copy. Next callback will be Grand Central 42nd.
42nd.
train,
This
14th
is a Brooklyn
Street.
College,
2009
Flatbush
Park
Avenue
Park
bound, 5 local train.
The 95 Clark, that's a copy. Next
Borough
callback's
Hall.
Nevins.
Copy Nevins.
17.5 at 14th. Next callback's Chambers.
Chambers.
1957 train, Nevin Street.
57.2 Nevins, that is a copy connected and established with the 2010-4. 1957.2, you may close down your next callback, Franklin Avenue.
Franklin.
2010-4, use the gap service and have you hold for the 5 train behind approaching Borough Hall.
10-4.
20082 is Chambers Street.
2 Chambers, copy, next callback Wall Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Borough Hall.
Transfer is available to the 4 and R trains.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train. The next stop is Hoyt Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train.
21036
The next
is
stop
at Union
is
Square.
Nevins Street.
21036 Union Square, it's a copy. Next callback Grand Central 42nd.
Doors, please.
And 4.
2017 train, Chambers Street.
17.5 Chambers, that's a copy, and hold you there for 45 seconds for spacing.
Copy.
Wall Street for the 2082.
2 Wall Street is copy, next callback Clark Street.
Copy.
2017-5 Mercia Chambers, next callback Wall Street.
Copy Wall Street.
Nevins Street. Transfer is available to the 2 and 3 trains. This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound,
34
5
train
local
at Grand
trains.
Central 42nd
The
Street.
next stop is
344
Atlantic
Grand
Avenue,
Central
Barclays
as a copy.
Center.
Next call back 14th Street, Union Square.
2009
Clear
train
up the
Nevins
closing
Street.
doors, please.
095 Nevins as a copy. Connects south to the 2010-4. Both trains may close down when ready. Next call back for both trains is Franklin Avenue.
10-4 Franklin closing now.
This is Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center.
Transfer is available to the B, D, N, Q, and R trains. Connection is available to the Long Island Railroad.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train. The next stop is Bergen Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Clark Street for the 2002.
To Clark, that is a copy. Next call back Nevins.
Copy that.
This is Bergen Street.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train. The next stop is Grand Army Plaza.
2017 5 train, Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
17-5 Wall, that is a copy. Next call back Clark.
Clark Street.
Twenty 4 train at 14th Street, Union Square.
34-4 Union Square, that is a copy. Next call back Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
1957.
103, go ahead.
I'm at Grand Central.
036 Grand Central, that's a copy. Next call back 86th Street.
10-4.
27-4 Grand Central.
There it is.
272 Franklin. 2010-4, you're also at Franklin?
I'm literally I'm entering right now.
Alright, 57-2, you're going to hold briefly for connection with the 2010-4.
Copy.
This is a Brooklyn
Borough Hall
College,
for the
Flatbush Avenue bound,
2002.
5 local train.
2095, your callback is hold outside of Franklin Avenue to further notice.
Stand clear of the closing
2010-4, doors open Franklin Ave.
Copy holding.
2010, the 2082 at Nevins. Next callback is your next stop, Lang Barclays.
Oh, I said Borough Hall. Oh, I thought it was that call.
Your 082 callback to Nevin.
Alright, copy.
Alright, 57-2 and 2010-4 connection established at Franklin. Both trains may close down. 57-2, you're going to proceed on Nostrand Avenue line. Next callback is Church Avenue.
Copy Nostrand Avenue, Church Avenue.
2010-4, you're proceeding on Eastern Parkway Express line. Your next callback is Crown Heights, Utica.
10-4 Eastern Parkway in Utica. Goes in now.
This is Eastern Parkway, Brooklyn Museum. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the front of the platform.
2017-5 train, Clark Street.
17-5 at Clark, that is a copy. Next callback,
Flatbush
Nevins.
Avenue bound,
Nevins
5 local train. The next stop is Franklin Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2095, you have full line into Franklin Avenue.
Copy, Franklin.
This is Franklin Avenue.
Transfer is available to the 2, 3, and 4 trains. Transfer is available to the Franklin Avenue Shuttle.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train. The next stop is President Street.
2095 at Franklin, that is a copy. You're going to proceed on Nostrand Avenue line. Your next callback will be your next stop, President Street.
Copy, President.
2034-4 train at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
34-4 Brooklyn Bridge, that is a copy. Next callback is Wall Street.
Wall Street. 2082 is at Nevin Street.
2 Nevins as a copy. Next callback, Grand Army Plaza.
Copy that.
$20.10 Utica.
2010-4 Crown Heights, Utica, that is a copy. Push forward Elox Avenue line. Your next callback will be Junior Street.
10-4 Junior's closing now.
Atlantic for the 08 too.
This is President Street.
Wait till you call back to Grand Army.
Oh, alright, copy.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train.
195 President, that is copy. Next call back Church Avenue.
Copy, Church.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
.2034 train at Wall Street.
2034 Fort Wall Street, that is a copy. Be advised you're proceeding wrong railing to Earl Hall. You're going to proceed no more than 15 miles per hour between Wall Street and Bowling Green. Your next callback is your next stop, Bowling Green.
Copy, Bowling Green.
2017-5 train down Street.
2017-5 Nevins, that is a copy. Next callback is Bergen.
Bergen Street.
This is Sterling Street.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train. The next stop is Winthrop Street.
1957-2 train, Church Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
57-2 Church, that is a copy. Next callback will be your last stop, Flatbush Avenue.
Flatbush.
21036 is at 86.
86 for the 21036, that is a copy. Next callback 125.
Down 4.
.2082 is at Grand Army Plaza.
82 Grand Army, that is a copy. Next callback Franklin Avenue.
Copy that.
.2034 at Bowling Green.
2034 Bowling Green, that is a copy. You have permission to proceed as quick as fast as 35 miles per hour in the tunnels. Your next callback will be Borough Hall.
Borough Hall.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train. The next stop is Church Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
.17-5 train, Bergen Street.
Bergen for 2017-5, that is a copy. Next callback, Eastern Parkway, Brooklyn Museum.
Eastern Parkway.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train. The next stop is Beverly
Church, that is a
Road.
copy. I can call back for your last stop, Flatbush Avenue.
Flatbush.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2010-4 is calling back at Junior.
110-4 Junior says a copy. Next call back to your last stop, New Lots Avenue.
For New Lots, though, isn't it?
$20.02 is at Franklin Avenue, Medgar, Wisconsin.
Franklin for the 2082, there's a copy. You take Notion Avenue line up. Your next call back, Sterling.
Copy for Sterling.
2017-5, you got full lineup to Franklin Avenue.
This is a Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue bound, 5 local train. The next
Once again,
stop is
2017-5, you got full lineup to Franklin Avenue. That's your new callback.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2017-5 Eastern Parkway.
75 Eastern Parkway, full out to your next stop, Franklin Avenue. Pull back there.
Franklin Avenue.
2034 for Aperol Hall.
2034 Borough Hall, that is a copy of a 10-mile-per-hour speed restriction until you return to track 2 outside of Nevins. Your next callback is Nevin Street.
Copy that.
It's the 1957 2 train, Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue.
72 Flatbush, that is a copy. You can discharge your passengers. Terminate your train. Thanks for your service. Have a good night.
Yep.
The next and last stop is Brooklyn College, Flatbush Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2017-5 Franklin Avenue.
17-5 Franklin has a copy. You can take Notion Avenue lineup. Your next callback is Sterling.
Sterling.
2082 is Sterling Street.
Sterling for the 2082, that's a copy. Next callback, Church Avenue.
Copy that.
And the 036 is at 125.
125 for 2106, 21036, that is a copy. Next callback to your next stop, 3rd Avenue, 138.
2010 Ford terminated at New Lots.
2010-4 New Lawrence Avenue, that is a copy. You discharge your passengers, and the crew will take your train to the yard. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.
You too.
The last stop on this train. Everyone, please leave the train. Thank you for riding with MTA New York City Train.